Hi, everybody, and a pleasant good afternoon to you wherever you may be. Welcome back. It's the second episode of Rippin' Packs and Flashin' Back. My name is still Chris. I am still your host for this show. Hopefully, you guys are coming back after watching the first one, excited, ready to see what we pull today. We're going to be doing some more Tops Now packs. We're going to be doing some more of our Series 2 Tops packs here, seeing what we can find, seeing what's exciting. Like the tagline says, collect what you love what you collect. So I'm excited to see what we get today. Hopefully you are too. So let's start ripping. Looks like our first choice is going to be another solo card. Now, if you were with us last week, you probably saw me pull a couple of WWE cards accidentally. I didn't mean to pull those cards at that time. I was hoping to save those for a special WWE episode. But they're all mixed together, so who knows? We may have that happen again. If so, bummer. We'll talk about it. But let's see what we've got. Now, this is a fairly recent buy by me. So we've got Alex Freeland, called up to the Dodgers recently. #1 prospect in his first knock and MLB debut. So this is for his first hit. Alex Freeland coming up to fill in with all the crazy injuries the Dodgers have had this season. Freeland came up recently, has done an excellent job. Would love to see him stick around for the stretch, but the numbers may not let that happen. I couldn't resist getting the card that paid tribute to his first hit. It's an excellent picture. And like the little call-up logo there in the corner. That's a nice looking card. So that's a good one to start us out. This one's a little different. So this is from the Living Set, which is another special subset of cards that Topps is doing on demand. And I don't even remember buying this card. That's how long it's been. But let's see what we've got. Got some special packing on this one. They really want to make sure that it got here safely. We need like hold music right here. We need like a Muzak version of Take Me Out to the Ball Game would be fantastic for right now. Ah, yes. Now I remember buying this card. Roki Sasaki, Rookie Phenom, the Living Set. That's a cool looking card. I don't know. I love the palm trees, the sunset really gives me Dodger Stadium vibes. The artist did a really good job with that. Clayton Kershaw moves to 20th on all-time career strikeouts list. I love me some Clayton Kershaw. That is a beautiful card. I've been on the hunt for Kershaw cards lately because, of course, I mentioned in the last episode that I stopped buying cards as a kid. Just recently got back into it, which means I have practically zero Clayton Kershaw cards. So I made a trip on eBay this week or last week, picked up a handful of cards that I thought were really cool looking, and we will be going through. This should be arriving in the next couple days, so maybe we'll go through some of those on next week's show and take a look at those. But for now, that is a nice looking card. Let's take it out of the box here, take a look at the back side of this. So kind of what we've come to expect from most of these Topps Now cards, just like a little paragraph there kind of explaining the reason that they made the card, pretty much, I guess. So I really like that card though. That's a really nice looking card. yeah, really glad I bought that one. Somewhere in my massive pile of these Topps Now envelopes are the cards from when he hit the 3,000 strikeout. I have to admit I bought more than one just in hopes and prayers that maybe I might get one of the autographed ones that they made available for that set. I know it's unlikely, I know. And I made this whole speech last week about, loving the cards that are in front of you and not having to chase the special cards, but, Clayton Kershaw is one of my favorite players of all time. He's a one of a kind and someone the likes of which we're not likely to see in the game again anytime soon. And so any special cards I can find of him as I'm getting back into this hobby, you can bet I'm going to be trying to pick those up. So when that envelope gets opened, we're going to be very excited about the card itself, and we're going to be super hopeful that we got lucky. But for now, let's go back into our Topps Series 2. Shohei on the front. Let's grab a few packs out of here and see what we get. There's our Topps Series 2 pack. If you've forgotten what it looks like, Shohei on the front, same photo. 14 cards per pack. We do have a few specialty sets in here that we're looking at. We saw those Stars of MLB ones last time. Those were really cool. We saw the 1990 foil board inserts last time. Those were really cool too. So, been looking forward to doing this and seeing where we land. So let's see what we got. Hey, and right off the bat, Mr. Soto, how do you do? Juan Soto of the New York Mets. Apparently watching a fly ball go. Maybe it could just be a pop-up. I mean, not really necessarily a home run, but I'm sure they would like us to think it is. That's a cool card, though. And, Juan Soto is a special player. So that's a really fun one to be our very first pull of the second episode of Rippin' Packs and Flashin' Back. All right. Hey, another New York Met in the house. Little baby Acuna. All right. LA Dodgers in the house. Kirby Yates. Again, another player fresh off the injured list for the Dodgers. It's kind of a funky looking pose for the card. But you know what? I'm never going to be sad about pulling a Dodger card in any of these packs. So Kirby Yates gets added to the collection. Toronto Blue Jays represent Brandon Eisert. All right, Houston Astros in the house. Hunter Brown. I made my feelings well known on the Astros last time. And no, it doesn't have to be somebody who was on the team in 2017. Like, it really doesn't. Like, any Houston Astro player from now on is always going to be tainted in my worldview. And you know what? You can complain about that in the comments all you want. Tell me to get over it. No, you get over it. Not getting over it anytime soon. St. Louis Cardinals. Another rookie card. Gordon Graceffo. Hopefully that's how it's pronounced. St. Louis Cardinals is not a team that you would normally think of as a Dodger rival, but I do have a little bit of bad blood with the Cardinals. And yes, it does go all the way back to 1985 and Jack Clark, and continued on into the more recent series when the Dodgers and the Cardinals would meet in the playoffs. So, again, not on the top of the list for Dodger rivals, but they're there. They're there for sure. Colorado Rockies, Ryan McMahon. Now, I'm hoping that's a City Connect uniform. And not, anything they're wearing on a regular basis. All right. Pittsburgh Pirates. Indy Rodriguez. About to throw it down. It's a nice looking card. All right, what do we got here? NL Speed Demons United. Think fast. Okay, this is kind of like, I remember cards like this from back in the day when they would put like 2 power hitters or something on the card. Like, this is cool. I like the idea of this. Like, I might actually like to see them running since it's a Speed Demon card, but fleet-footed young stars slow down for a moment together. Okay, all right. I like it. I dig it. Oh, very nice choice. How about that? Albert Pujols All-Star in that 1990 style, that 35th anniversary logo in the corner standing out. Big fan of Albert Pujols. Really respect him a lot. Love everything that he did on the field and off. Just a great, great player. Was a privilege to be able to see him on the Dodgers, even if it was at like twilight of his career. And you know what? Didn't even really make me sad that he hit the historic home run against the Dodgers too. Like that was okay, because I really like Albert. So that's a great card. Really glad to see that one. And let's pull that one aside for sure. And okay, Houston Astros, man. Take a look at that. Look at that. Jose Altuve. Last week I went on and on about how much I like the stars of MLB cards. But really, baseball card gods, did you have to give me Jose Altuve? Yeah, it's a nice looking card. Like, they had to zoom in a lot to make sure that he'd actually fill the card and not just be like half of it. And yes, that's me shaming him for his height, but don't cancel me for it. He deserves it. He's a 2017 Astro. Hey, if anybody that's an Astro fan, and I'm sorry if you are, but if you are and you're interested in this card, hit me up. I may be willing to let it go quite cheap so I don't have to have it in my collection. But I will put it aside because it is the Stars of MLB one, and I do like that style. Old friend JD Martinez. Glad to see that card. And the hero of last night's game, Andy Pages, had 2 home runs last night against the Reds. Look at that, Future Stars set there in the corner. Really like that. That's a great looking card. That's a great way to wrap up the first pack of the day. Really, really like that card. So we'll drop this one out. Let's take again a quick look at the highlights of the first pack of the day. JD Martinez. Here's Altuve. We'll just kind of put him off to the side. He gets to be in here, but not really if we could avoid it. Albert Pujols All-Star card. It's a great card. Kept that Speed Demon one, the Kirby Yates one, and let's make a little room there. Juan Soto. That's a great pack. Can't go wrong with that. And again, like a lot of people that do these channels would be like, oh, there's only like 2 specialty cards or whatever. But these are great cards. They're fantastic. Like, get over yourselves. Be excited about some of your favorite players and some great pictures. Former players even. JD Martinez, Albert Pujols, both former Dodgers. But I love seeing these cards, and I love having those be part of my collection. And you know what, Altuve, you know what? We're going to see if we can get someone interested in taking you off my hands, because I don't want to see your face. The Astros represent again. Dodger killer Christian Walker. Dodgers already coming up. Michael Kopech. Michael Kopech is working his way back off the injured list. Had a heck of a end of the year for the Dodgers last year. We're looking forward to seeing him back and healthy. And that's a very nice looking card. Excited about that one for sure. Okay. As I take a sneak peek at this card before I bring it out here, I got to tell you, I do get very excited about cards of great catches. If somebody's like going to make a catch, steal a home run, diving catch, sliding catch, those cards have me weak in the knees at times about them. I bought Topps Now cards that were great catches just because I was like, that's an amazing photo of a tremendous catch, and I love it. And so this one with former Dodger and old pal Johnny DeLuca is one heck of a card. Walter Pennington, look at that leg kick. That follow through with that leg coming up from the back. That is wild. That's, again, a really cool looking card just because of that. The Pirates represent IKF in the house. Cincinnati Reds. Julian Aguiar. There's no L. I thought there was an L for sure. Rookie card. Very nice. Very nice. Look at that one. His feet go from border to border. That is really cool. And, you know, I didn't even notice it was a Giant. I was so enthralled by the photo, I didn't even notice who it was. Tyler Fitzgerald from the Giants. You know, somebody asked me about buying a Topps Now card for a certain player recently. And I said, you know, there are certain teams that I am going to struggle spending money on cards for. And, you know, the Giants would definitely fall on that list. But if it's impressive enough, I may do it. New York Mets in the house. We've got Nick Madrigal. Nice. Sean Manaea. Look at that. Victory pose. Gotta like that. It's a cool card, too. All right. The next one is upside down. So I've come to believe that that means something important. Let's see what it is. So we got a foil. We call this a foil board. Is that what we're calling these? The box mentions foil board inserts. So I'm guessing maybe that's what we're talking about. So a future star from the Guardians. Kyle Manzardo. That's a cool card. Again, looks cool. I like it. Ooh, we got a Stars of MLB. You know I love those. Adley Rutschman. We had an Adley Rutschman, was that last week, I think? That had, it was like the standard card, but this is like the Stars of MLB. All right, two more in this pack. From the Bo Sox, Jarren Duran. And Austin Martin from the Twins. All right, let's take a look at the Pack 2 highlights. So we had the Stars of MLB with Adley Rutschman. We had that foil board, Future Stars. And we had my two that I liked for just the pose alone. So the Giants, Tyler Fitzgerald, our old friend Johnny DeLuca, and then I kept that Michael Kopech one to the side just because I'm going to keep all the Dodger ones to the side, I'm pretty sure. So that's where we stood with that pack. Solid pack for sure. So that's going to do it for episode 2. Hope you enjoyed. Do all those things you're supposed to do. Rate, review, subscribe, leave a comment. Tune in next Friday for episode 3. We're going to be doing more Series 2. We're going to be doing more Topps Now. Might be adding in a few things that we picked up from eBay in the past couple weeks. Also, keep an eye on our social media, Instagram, YouTube Shorts. That's right. YouTube Shorts. And TikTok. We might drop a couple of extra bonus clips throughout the week. In the meantime, thanks for tuning in, and we will see you next time.